Alright Aries, here we go. It's an energies update for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. This is my pre-shuffle. Okay, Aries? I talked to the universe and said, give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries. Current energies right now. Okay. I'm just going to skip to the end here. Okay, it's going to make more sense. I got the Seven of Wands, I got the Seven of Cups, I got the Five of Pentacles, I got the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and underneath that is forward movement and communication, the Eight of Wands. Forward movement meaning the Knight of Wands. Brave action forward, right? Coming at you. Somebody really wants to come at you. There's a common theme in this soulmate cycle. And yours is a very important angle on it. You're the number one top sign. You're the first slice of pie, if you will. And we've got someone here who definitely wants to come towards you. They are a little bit nervous about how to approach and that you might reject them. Okay? So they put on a little bit of a front. There's Fakey McFakerman. We see her a lot, don't we? And right here. There's a fear of loss. This Four of Pentacles is tied to the Five of Pentacles energy. There's a fear of loss here. There's a fear that you're going to reject them. I don't know if that's valid or not. You would. Okay? I think they need to come right. Yeah. And I think they're worried about coming right and feel like if they come fake, you might not reject them. That's the kind of energy I get. It's like someone who's making the wrong decision, you know? Choosing the wrong option, if you will. But it does look like, at the very least, they want to come towards you. All right, all right. I mean, I'm basing a lot of this is similar energy to what I got in your weekly reading, in a strange way. You know, where they were drawn to you, etc., etc. But, you know, let's find out here. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries, universe. What's going on right now? This first card out is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? It's the first card in your reading. It's crossed by the overall energy after the final shuffle. So it's a very important card. It'll tell us a lot. Alright? What is that card? It's the Queen of Swords. It tells us almost what the pre-shuffle said. Somebody's a little cold on the outside. They're making the wrong decision. They're choosing to come towards you from an angle of, well, if I go this way, if I behave this way, they're less likely to leave me out in the cold. And if you come as the Queen of Swords, which can be a little argumentative, by the way, but if you come as the Queen of Swords, it's sort of a Fakey McFakerman kind of way, like with the Queen of Wands, where, oh well, see, you know, it's like they can say, oh well, see, if you reject them, kind of a thing. It is a little self-sabotagey in a lot of ways when you're approaching love with swords, okay? You know, it really is, because there's a lot of passion here. Knight of Wands and Eight of Wands. That's a lot of fucking passion. It's 9 wands of fucking passion. All right, what comes after the cut? Yeah, they're coming at you. It's the Page of Wands. It's flighty energy. It's my party girl. She goes to the party for one reason, to bang, right? No underwear underneath those jeans. They come right off. No problem. Button fly, right? Right here. They don't want you to get away. Whenever I'm drawn to this spear, and I know it's a wand, but I call it a spear because it looks like she's chucking that. Hit you in the back before you get away. It's the wrong approach. They need to come at you correctly. Okay? They need to talk to you. Aries isn't going to put up with shit. I know why they're nervous. You're Aries. Alright? God of war. But I think I'm sure they're not thinking that, but that's the way the energy reads. It's as though they should fear coming towards you. They shouldn't. You should fear nothing in life. It's fine. You don't get what you don't ask for, you know. And if you're coming wrong in a self-sabotagey way, I think as the energy feels to me, just as the overall energy before the cards back it up, I think they're coming towards you. I just think, you know. Maybe I'm diffusing it here. Maybe you watching this reading helps you realize, well, it looks like they're showing up the way Steve said, so I'll just let it play out, kind of thing. And you won't get mad and yell at them. I recommend you don't leave them out in the cold. Surprise them. You know, don't take the bait if they pick a fight. Queen of Swords might. You know, Queen of Swords is our why the fuck are we here card. I recommend you just play it cool. You're getting inside information from me here. Use it. I mean, I would. This person, there's regret in the energy. There's all kinds of shit in the energy here. I'm sure it's all going to show up. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries, universe. Give me a reading. He knows what I mean by that. Now, this bottom card is our overall energy, and it's crossing the Queen of Swords. And it's really funny because it's the Page of Cups. Again, another page of communication. Page of Wands is communication, my party girl. Okay? It's communication. It's 3D. It's a little apology here. But this is crossing the Queen of Swords, so it comes out wrong. It's like if it was just that, if this was crossing the Knight of Cups, it would be, you know, instead of the Queen of Swords, we got the Knight of Cups here. It would be fine. It was just somebody with a little apology. They're worried, but they'll relax once you accept their apology. That's fine. But this energy mixing with the Queen of Swords just makes the Queen of Swords antsy. Okay? There's an antsy energy here. What's fueling this? What's underneath it? Yeah, the Knight of Swords. They're coming in with swords. Again, it's the same thing I just told you about this crossing the Queen of Swords over here and before the cut. It's the same kind of energy. They're approaching love with swords. And it's a common theme in the soulmate cycle right now, and it's a big mistake for the people who are doing it. Unless you guys listen to me and you know it in advance and you just go, okay, well, Steve was right, you know, that kind of thing, and let it play out. Don't engage. That's my advice. You do what you want. Do not engage. Don't engage swords with swords. Engage their swords with your cups. Okay? Try to stay neutral. And you'll, you know, maybe they'll relax and open up. I don't know. They're very nervous about approaching you. Our reading's on the flip. Let's see what it is. Right here's the energy around the connection. Right here's how your person feels in their emotions in the 3D. Right here's how they feel about you in the soul. And we'll, you know, dig in a little there. Right here is the hidden energy, which you don't know. Universe will tell us, and I'll tell you it's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will here. And this person's nervous. I don't know why. I know a few of you Aries. You seem real nice. Okay. I'll clarify everything. Throw some universe cards over the top. If I think we need to extend it, if there's a soap opera here, we'll take it to an extended. If not, it means we get everything here. What's the energy around the connection? First card out after this Page of Cups crossing this Queen of Swords before the cut. Jesus. It's the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning. The energy is set for a new beginning. It's here. The energy is here. The new beginning is here. The door is open. I'm seeing this for a lot of the signs. I saw it in a lot of the February readings. But we're down to someone's free will and behavior. How do they feel in their emotions? 9 of Pentacles. That's the intimidation of you. There's 2 energies here, and I don't know if this is accurate because I think it's just for a few of you. This person is afraid to lose their independence, but what they don't know is they don't have any independence in the first place. True independence comes from being independent within a connection, a partnership. That's independence. Otherwise, you're just alone. It's not independence. I mean, it is, but it isn't. We learn who we really are through interaction with others, not in isolation. Isolation is where we process what we learn, and then we put it into action with others. So this person's worried about nonsense. For those of you that applies to, it's not all of you. For all of you, this person is fucking intimidated by you. They see that you are the shit. This is minor arcana empress energy here. Might as well be an empress here. The reason it's not is because of the 2 levels of energy that I just told you. So the universe threw me a minor arcana. You know, it is what it is. Well, how do they feel in their soul about you? Okay? Not the 3D nonsense. How do they feel in the soul? Yeah, look. Your person's a random white girl. That's what they are. Tied up random white girl. It is. How do they feel in the soul? It's swords. 8 swords in the soul. Okay. I don't like swords in the soul. We're getting this a lot too from different cards, from different decks. Leo just had this earlier today in their soul from a different deck in their person's soul. It is, but it's the base card. Okay? It's the base card. This is someone who's just overthinking this to crap. They're thinking about emotions. It's someone who's thinking about feelings. And whenever you do that, you gum up the works. It jams the whole thing up and nothing happens. If you think about love, you'll never do it. Are you crazy? I'm going to lose my independence. No, you're not. That's the part people get wrong. You know, yeah, it really is, and I've already explained it. I'm not going to do it again. You can rewind. But this person is making poor decisions. Somebody needs to take over their decision making for them. They're doing it. They're going about this the wrong way. And the energy's there. The door is open. Just come on in. But this person's blindfolded and tied up, and you know, all kinds of swords in the soul is very bad. It just slows things down. Hidden energy. What's the universe want us to know? It's red with the Ace of Wands. Three of Pentacles. It's what I told you. It's about working together. It's about partnership. They don't lose their independence if they come into a relationship. A key part of a relationship is independence. Each person has to have independence, otherwise it's codependent, and that's toxic. So really, their entire thinking is complete bollocks, and their feeling is complete bollocks. Their feelings is swords. They're thinking about love. They're overthinking it. Right here, it requires the two to come together. If the two come together, they have to get this through their head. They have to stop being intimidated. They have to come in and build a foundation here. The energy is there for it. It's right there. What's the potential final outcome? It's red with this Nine of Pentacles. God only knows what this is going to be. I have not looked. It's the Fool. Now that's nice to see. It is. It's a Fool. It's a 0 card in the major arcana. They're taking a leap of faith towards this. It looks like for most of you, they come towards you, and which is probably why we talked about what we talked about it for the pre-shuffle and the cut cards and all of that. But they're coming with swords. I got proof of it is I got swords in the soul even. So that's how they're going to communicate with their feelings. They're going to communicate their feelings with swords. Yet the overall energy is this. And remember, this is crossing the Queen of Swords that was before the cut. It's again, they see this as a risk, a leap of faith to come towards you. It's risky. There's a cliff there. Why? Because they're intimidated by you, and the other energy are there as well. That they're afraid to lose their independence. What they don't realize is not going to happen. You're not going to lose your independence. In fact, with Aries, you'll have more independence. 2 independent people in a relationship is power. It's wonderful because you're working together to build something. You're pooling your resources, right? Otherwise, it's codependent, and that's toxic. And I don't have toxin here. All I have is someone who's just blowing it by making bad decisions. Okay, let's clarify. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Let's go. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Somebody needs to take this person and just shake them. Okay? They need to wake the fuck up. Ace of Swords and the energy of the connection is beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. Why is this here? Yeah, all right. Okay, it's crossed by the 3 of Cups. Reunion. The energy of reunion and a new beginning is here in the energy of the connection. I said it. The door is open. What's on top? The 8 of Cups. For some of you, this person needs to walk away from something that they once were, or with someone they were once with. Either something or someone. They need to walk away from it. They need to smarten up. These cards are bookending. So one of the things they need to stop doing is this overthinking. For some of them, they might be with somebody else. Okay, they might be walking away from that, or they have to do it first. That is, you know, a minor in the energy. It's really about them. It's really about them figuring out that what they've got isn't working for them. Their way of making decisions isn't working for them. Their approach to this independence topic isn't working for them. Why is the 8 of Cups here? 4 of Cups. It's a woe is me energy. I told you before we started pulling cards, you can rewind, I did. I said there's regret in the energy, and I bet we'd see some cards that show it. And there it is. And it's showing up in the energy of the connection. There's a lot of regret here. There's a lot of missed opportunity here because somebody wouldn't walk away from who they once were. Okay? And for some of you who they were once with. But there's no third energy coming in here. There could be, because the Three of Cups is here crossing, but there isn't that energy around that card. This is a card of reunion. We're talking about the connection here. Okay? For some of you, they do need to walk away from someone. Yep, I can see that. But for all of you, they need to just stop with whatever their belief system is about relationships and life. It's all wrong. It's Eight of Swords in the soul. It's all wrong. Okay? Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Why is it here? This ought to be good. Nine of Pentacles. There's the two main energies around this. All right? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Let's find out. Holy crap. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. They need to let this go. Okay? Death. This way of thinking they have, this way of feeling, they need to get over themselves a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to say it. They do. They're intimidated. They're either intimidated by you, or they're afraid to lose their independence, or both. And they're getting it all wrong. All fucking wrong. That's the wrong position for the Eight of Swords to fall in. What's on top? Three of Wands. She's afraid to jump in the water. She's thinking about overthinking about feelings. What did I say? I said if you think about love too much, you'll find too many reasons not to do it. Are you fucking crazy? Your brain does not want you to fall in love. It does not. Logic, it makes no logical sense, love. The brain is all about logic. Swords in the soul is a problem. This girl's afraid to go in the water. Why? Well, there could be Portuguese man of war in there. There could be jellyfish. There could be killer whales. Great white sharks. She's thinking about everything that could possibly eat her in that water. So she's just standing there. She's just standing there. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Six of Swords. They need to move on from this way of thinking. It's what I said. The energy is moving, but your person isn't helping. Okay, she's relying on these birds and the wind to blow the boat. All right? They need to get over themselves. It's the only way I can phrase it. It's the only way I can phrase it. She need to pick up an oar and start doing the work. All right, relax. Now they are coming towards you. It's a leap of faith, but I understand now why they show up with swords. They're showing up to feeling cups with an apology of cups with swords. You know. Okay, Eight of Swords. Tell me about the soul energy of this person here. They are very much in their head about you, and that's the problem when that falls in the soul position. They can feel that the energy is there for a new beginning. They know it's there. This card is bookending the Ace of Wands. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Tell me more about this Eight of Swords. Yep, there it is. Back from the pre-shuffle, it's the Four of Pentacles. It's holding back. It's holding them back. Their fear of lack, fear of loss, the fear of losing. It's the card of the miser. They're afraid to lose their money. Fear, 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 fear. Yeah, that's what the brain does. It creates fear. Oh no, you don't want to go in the water. There could be great white sharks in there and killer whales. There's killer whales in there. No killer whales this far south, dumbass. Oh yeah, there's tons of them. Okay. The brain is a fuckwit. It has no business in the soul. Okay? No business at all. It's like a redneck in a fine dining restaurant, dressed up in camouflage with a shotgun case with him. No business being in there. I got no business being in a fancy restaurant. I'm not even that much of a redneck, and they'd kick me out. But it's the redneck in the fine dining restaurant. They're out of place there. They're dressed all wrong. They're not following the dress code. The swords have no business being in the soul. The brain needs to stay out of it. And because of it, it causes them to be fakey McFakerman on the outside. On the outside, everything's fine. It's no big deal. On the inside, it's turmoil. Here's a picture of the inside. See it? Take a good look. And here's a picture of the outside. Ah, everything's great. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you. Lying sack of shit. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Five of Pentacles. Cards from the pre-shuffle are coming back in the soul position. That pre-shuffle was pretty powerful. Five of Pentacles. We've shuffled a lot. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. It leaves them out in the cold. They leave themselves, the brain in the soul, you don't think about feelings. You don't think about love. If you think about it, you won't do it. That's what's happening here. But they are showing up, but they're showing up with swords. Now tell me, what's the universe want to tell us with this Three of Pentacles here? The universe basically saying it's about working together. The two need to come together and build a foundation here. The energy is set for it with the Ace of Wands above it, which it's red with. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. What the fucking hell is going on here? Oh, yeah. It's the King of Cups. There's a lot of love here. He holds the Ace of Cups. Okay? They never told you how they felt, so there's no foundation, is what the universe is saying. I mean, they never really told you how they felt. I could see that because their soul doesn't even show it. The soul shows nonsense. Okay? And this girl right here, standing on the edge, they need to let go of this behavior. They need to get over themselves. Stop being intimidated by Aries. Stop thinking that you're going to lose your independence. Stop thinking, just stop thinking and start feeling. And because of all that, there's a lot of depression here. There's a lot of regret. You know, this connection forced this person to look at things about themselves that they don't like. Okay? That they carpet swept for a long time. And that's very common in this soulmate cycle. But on your angle in particular, the person's coming in anyway. That's the part that kills me here. That's why you should listen to what I'm saying very carefully. Because if you know this in advance, you're not going to be surprised. And you're not going to get pissy with them. You know, they deserve to be left out in the cold, showing up as Fakey McFakerman with swords in the soul. But it doesn't have to end that way. There's a very nice connection here. Somewhere. What's on top? Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. It's a reconciliation energy around it, but it has a requirement attached. It has a requirement that somebody open up, that a foundation get built. It's like a reconciliation energy with a wall around it. Okay? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Right here. Three of Swords. A Three of Swords is red with the Four of Cups. This is red with the Eight of Cups. That's fine. But the Three of Swords, Kurt Cobain in pain, is red with the Four of Cups. They did it to themselves by not telling. It's just logic. There's no energy reading here in this particular sentence. But it's just logic. We're not telling someone how you really feel, and being Fakey McFakerman with swords in the soul leads to this and this. I mean, okay. In spite of all of this, they're coming in. The Fool. They're going to take a leap of faith. Most of them. I can't predict free will. Some of them won't. Some of them will just overthink themselves to death and keep pooping in the yard like this girl. And they'll end up in more pain. I'll pick up the card next time. It'll have 7 slashes through the damn heart instead of 2. Why is the Fool here? But the universe says it gives me this for the majority. The readings are pulled for the majority. So the majority of you, this person's taking a leap of faith towards you, but they're doing it all wrong. Just like this girl's leaping off this cliff all wrong. Look at how she's standing there. Look, is that how you jump in the water? Do you want to fall backwards into the water like that? Backflop? No, you do not. Don't do that. You don't want to do. You want to do a nice dive or something, or at least a cannonball. All right, let's go. Why is the Fool here? Why is the Fool here? Give me the final on this. What's crossing the Fool? Yeah. The Emperor. Gotta have it their way, the Burger King. I call him the Burger King, for those of you that are new, if it's an out of balance Emperor. Mostly King of Wands energy. The Emperor is all 4 kings, but it's mostly King of Wands energy. It's old Burger King's old slogan, you gotta have it your way, right? Now you gotta have it their way. Pride, ego, whatever it is. And that makes sense. These are red with these. This right here, the primary energy, is they're intimidated by you. So they're puffing up to come in. In the animal deck, this is a cobra, and he's got his hood open. They're puffing up to come in. You know, they're afraid. There's fear everywhere here. And they got to have it their way. So they're going to come in their way. It's what I told you in the beginning. I said, it felt to me from the pre-shuffle like they're coming in their way. They're coming in, they figure if I come in this way, and they blow me off, well, whatever. You know, it's like a self-sabotage. They're making the wrong decision. They're choosing the wrong tactic. Okay? They need to just come right. What's on top here? The Four of Swords. Four of Swords is red with the Three of Wands. Again, she's standing there on the shore, making up with the brain here, making up excuses about what might be in the water. This person is jamming themselves up. Their heart chakra is not open. Okay? They're healing from something. I'm sure they are. This connection is very clear. Made them look at things about themselves they didn't want to see. And that can be painful. I mean, it's Kurt Cobain right here. And now I've got a heart here in the nest right next to him in a card that represents healing. It also represents the fact, because it's red with the Three of Wands, that they need to shut down the fucking brain, like I already said. They need to shut down the brain, or they're not going to do anything. The Four of Swords can be a card of someone not doing anything. I'm not going to do anything. Okay. Because my heart is broken. Well, who broke your heart? Well, was it Aries? No. No, it wasn't. Okay. Asshole. Okay. Why is the Four of Swords here? What's the final on this? It's red with the Six of Swords. More swords. Eight of Wands. I told you. They're coming in. I told you. I didn't look. I didn't know that was there. Yeah, it is. They're coming in anyway. But they're coming in wrong for most of you. For most of you, they're showing up. They're going to communicate. This is communication. And it's passionate forward movement, but it's mostly fast-moving energy is what it's representing here. They come in out of nowhere, I think, and the Fool proves that. A leap of faith. It's just, okay, fine, I'm going to go. I'm intimidated by them. I'm going to lose my independence. I'm going to come in as Fakey McFakerman because I'm thinking about feelings, and it's fucking me up, and I'm hurt because this is a missed opportunity. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to talk to Aries. And they're going to do it with that kind of tone because that's swords. It's almost like, hey, I didn't ask you to come in. I didn't call you and say, come on in and talk to me. You're the one that blew me off, motherfucker. You know, it's like they have resentment toward you for them blowing themselves off. That's what the energy feels like. I mean, for them blowing you off. That's what the energy feels like. And it is. They are coming in. The universe is pretty clear about that. So keep in mind that they're coming in with swords in the soul. So they're coming in with swords. I recommend you just, do what you want. Just be like water. Water takes the shape of everything you pour it into. Just go with it. You already know in advance what's going to happen here. So you shouldn't be a surprise to you. And meet their swords with cups. Or ideally, neutrality. Just let them talk. Whatever, okay? And then see where it goes from there. Because, I'm going to pull, I see the pain. Here's where I see the love. The love is in the pain. The Three of Swords, equal and opposite reaction. For as much pain is here, there's equal amount of love on the other side. It's got a heart on it for a reason. I'm going to ask the universe, rather than just do a regular ask the universe for 3 cards, I'm going to ask how they feel about you. Because I don't fucking see it here, other than intimidation and some pain. Okay, so let's go. Let's you know what, I'm going to switch decks. I'm going to use the little animal deck here. I'm going to see. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. How do they feel? How does this person feel about Aries? How does this person feel about Aries? Jesus, the cards basically split themselves. Okay, all right. I'm done shuffling. The Fool again. The Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I still don't see the fucking love. And the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom crossing the Ace of Pentacles. They don't know what they feel. They're looking at this practically. They just have to come towards you. They don't understand the feelings. Do you need proof of that? This is their feelings. It's right here. This is the soul. It's where feelings live, not in the brain. It's right here. 8 of swords. 8 of swords in the feelings. And it causes them to mask. This is what having swords in the soul does. It causes fakey McFakerman behavior. Someone who's looking away. Someone who's pretending they're living their best life, but they're not. There's deep feelings here, I know. But this person is looking at love practically and more afraid of being left out in the cold than anything else. These are read center, left, right. Now, I've got the Ace of Pentacles here. They know they need to bring a big offer to you. It's very slow coming. This is the slowest energy in the tarot, crossed by the second slowest, the Knight of Pentacles. They could be going faster. A Knight of Pentacles can always be going faster. And the Light Seer, he's got a racehorse that he's not using. He's walking. Okay? They're moving very slowly because of this intimidation factor. But then they just take a leap of faith towards you. But when they come in, it's breadcrumbs compared to what they feel. The Six of Pentacles. They're coming in to balance things out, but it's pentacles. It's feelings that have been thought rather than felt. I can't get a read on how they feel about you because it's not there. It's convoluted. It's covered up in all of this and everything we've talked about here. The feelings are buried deep, and all that's left is Kurt Cobain and pain, which is what's driving them in. I always say in these soulmate cycles, the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups are 2 cards that bring people in. It's right here. The universe is basically saying it. And as we lead out, we see. They're coming anyway, as I said about the final outcome. It's tough to find how they feel. It'll be tough for you to find how they feel about you when they do show up, because there's so many swords and pentacles involved here. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to go a layer deeper. Give me 3 cards on how they feel about Aries. I'm going to try one more time, and I'm going to take the energy way down. I'm actually going to need the focus to do this, all right? I've got to go beneath all this shit, all this fear and all this independence they're afraid to lose, plus the poop smell in the yard right there with the 4 of Cups. All right, give me a second here. How do they feel about Aries? I'm gonna go way down. Jesus, we got to go way deep to find this. I don't even know if it's still going to give it to me. I have no idea. Huge love. Biggest card of love I could have pulled. And you want to know something? I went very deep. I went deeper than a lot of people could possibly go. I used my superpowers on this. I'm an energy reader. I'm not a card reader. Okay? And the bottom line is I had to go at least 4 or 5 layers down to get that. I had to go below all this shit. I had to go below Kurt Cobain and the Three of Swords. Way the fuck down past whatever it is they're healing from, and I finally get the biggest card of love that I can pull, and after it I get the Knight of Cups, and after that I get the Ace of Cups. If I'm your second favorite energy reader, fuck you. That's what I got to say, because that is exactly what I was looking for. And I'm telling you, I had to go deep as a motherfucker to get it. Alright? Deep. Really deep. You're only going to get that kind of deep here at Steve's Love Tarot, trust me. Right here, how they feel about you. Do I even need to read the cards? Knight of Cups, love. Queen of Cups, huge love. Ace of Cups, they hold on to it. They want to come towards you with the love, deep down. 4 or 5 layers deep in the energy. Underneath all this shit is a lot of love. They want to come towards you with the cup of love. But they know they got to give the full cup, because they don't know how to process this. So it all just stays sealed. It's locked inside them and way down. It's sealed with cellophane, tucked in the back of the fridge like grandma's casserole that nobody wants. Way in the back of the fridge. It's a lot of love. But I had to go deep. I had to pull a second reading to get it. When I pulled a regular 1 or 2 layers down reading, all I got was the same shit we got in this reading coming back. It's there. If you give this person a chance, if you don't, if you play the strategy, when they come in, Let them have their swords. Let them have their pentacles. Just be neutral. Just be like water. They will eventually open up. That will help once they relax. It will help bring these 3 cards up to the surface. Up to the surface. And then you're getting somewhere. Like the universe told us, it's about working together. There's no foundation here. Nothing at all. This Ace of Swords, this reconciliation, is dependent. It is dependent upon this happening. Otherwise, it's that. And it is. It is this. This is what they're feeling. And this, I had to go through this to get to these cards. All right. Once I think they get past the initial worry of you, for some reason, I don't think their ego will let them get dumped by you. It's like, I don't know. I almost think in the beginning, they kind of blew you off, even though they, with this much love, they probably blew you off and felt bad about it immediately, the minute they ran. But their pride and ego wouldn't let them turn around. That's very common in this soulmate cycle. But I had to go deep to find it, and there it is. That's amazing. The 3 cups came out when I was looking for that. I dug for that. And it makes sense, because our overall energy is the Page of Cups, which was crossing the Queen of Swords before the cut. And remember, that's sort of a, that's an energy mix. It's almost like somebody who's having kind of fits of rage while they're apologizing. It's like they can feel the love. They know it's there. Oh, I love them and I want to apologize, but it makes me so mad that I have to apologize. It's that kind of thing. Because remember, the Emperor was crossing here, and they got to have it their way a little bit. Right? The Burger King. That's your reading. This person does love you. It's there, but it's buried under everything we talked about here. Way beneath it, in fact. It's going to come to the surface, but only if you don't rip their head off. Okay? That is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one fucking person today, because this is important. This is important for somebody, and everybody matters. We're all connected. If I helped one person today, I've done my job. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.